Yo, what's going on? I don't know. I was gonna call you a bunch of tweezers. I don't know what that means. But anyway, yeah, what's going on, you bunch of tweezers? Nick Daniels here. So we got the microphone kind of rocking back and forth there. Let's just adjust this accordingly. I'm just gonna move this crap. Bear with me. All right, that'll work. That'll work. That'll have to. Yeah, what's going on? So I had a viewer request to talk about something, so I thought it'd be interesting while we're still just down here in dirty Dartmouth, and we'll just communicate while we're out in the waterfront here. Nice little day. Actually quite warm, by the way. I'm sweating bullets. But yeah, so I got asked about online dating. Not really app specific, but I got asked, oh, sorry, we got people coming. We're turning around. We're bailing. Yeah, I got asked about what do I think about when like women message first, and it's a really interesting topic when you think about it. Sorry if the wind's going to be loud, by the way, but yeah, there's nothing I can do. But yeah, so I just think it's an interesting topic because it's really got to be, like, again, this is online dating. It's got to be app specific, because like when you talk about an app like Bumble, like a woman has to message first, and the only chance that can actually not happen is when the guy pays, like, for the application. And he can subvert that. He can just message first. So, like, obviously, it's catered towards women. There's no joke there. Like that, I'm dead serious. It's like women don't have to pay to message first, and a man has to. So, like, I don't know. Bumble's it's a gray area on that one. But I mean, if you start talking an app like Tinder, you start talking an app like Hinge, even those two are different because like Tinder, you at least have to swipe on them first. Or vice versa, like you both have to swipe right. Where Hinge, you can just send a message, which is kind of the cheating mechanic of that. And that's why I feel like a lot of the apps like Hinge, like you're not really ever going to get a message first anyway. And it's just because of that fact. Like why bother? They can just get messages. Like I guess what I'm trying to say is like, so we're going to do some rock climbing here. But yeah, like what I'm trying to say, and again, so I'm just trying not to die while I talk, is it like, yeah, if you go on like Tinder, right, you at least have to swipe on people first, right? So there's that mutual understanding, like this needs to happen on both ends before anything can happen, where, Jesus, fuck. All right, we're gonna live right here. But yeah, so like I was saying, or trying to. Like, yeah, you have to mutually swipe on each other. So, like, in the sense that Hinge, you can just message first, like, why would a woman even bother, right? Because she can just sit there and get all the messages in the world she wants. So, Tinder specific, though, if I were on Tinder and I matched with a woman and she messaged me first, right, it would throw me off a bit, It would surprise me. I would hope, in that sense, that she's actually interested in me, right? And sometimes it's kind of like, I guess, a bit of reverse psychology. And you'll hear people talk about this all the time, like these online dating experts. I never claim to be one of them. I just use the thing. But it's funny because you'll hear people talk about that and they'll say, like, purposely don't message them. Like, wait a couple days, like, whatever. That's why I like Bumble. It's funny because, like, you get to 24 hours, right? And it really cracks down on people that are actually genuinely matching with you and then people who just aren't, that are just swiping on everybody. And that'll happen, men and women, right? And it's definitely revealing, to me. Man, the waves are they're coming in, boys. I hope this video is audible. Like, I hope you can hear me because like it's kind of loud where I'm sitting. But yeah, so like I'll just make sure I yell the entire time. It'll work. But yeah, so like I was saying though, it's insane when you think about it because like why would a lady message first? And again, in that situation of Tinder that I mentioned, like it would genuinely, I would try to think she's either a fake account, right? And you can tell those. I think I made at least a couple of videos on that by now. Like you can usually tell when it's a fake account. But yeah, it's either a fake account, 100% confirmed, or it's like someone who's actually kind of interested in you, right? And maybe you have done that. Maybe you have made them wait. And the third would probably just be kind of for sex, like right away. Like they're obviously just ready to get boned, and the quickest way is just to shoot you a message and just initiate that contact. And those are situations that obviously I don't really find myself in very often, but they have happened, you know. If you start going off Tinder and you start going on the other apps, like again, like Hinge, it would kind of scream to me of a little bit more desperate, you know, and it's just how it is, you know. I have got a few messages on Hinge before where like I never reached out first, and unfortunately I just didn't find them very attractive. Like, I mean, someone else might, and I'm sure they do, but like just for my personal preference, I was looking at them and I was like immediately like not into that person, like physically. And you know, and that might be why, you know, maybe they're just not getting that many messages and they're kind of doing the hunting, you know. But typically, obviously, that's the other way around. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but I encourage it. I think it's a great idea, you know, because I'm so used to having to come up with these lame, boring ass starters that never get a response, that it's kind of nice to get a message from a woman. And it's funny because sometimes it is literally just hi, you know, and it's like, man, really? I do this for like a living now, right? Like, I try to come up with these messages, so it's like the least you could do was put some effort into it. And like, if they don't put any effort into it, why should I? And vice versa. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, or girls. And yeah, we're gonna see in the next one. I don't know. That was a bit more of a ramble, but I think we got my point across. I don't know how to take it sometimes, but that's, yeah, those couple instances I do think. So all right, we'll see. Take it easy.